Hi everyone, Genki desu. Welcome to my spoiler-free Dragon Ball Super superhero movie review. Before we start, please like, subscribe, and click the notification button to help support the channel. Okay, let's get into the review. Let's go! I went to go see the movie at my local cinema or movie. Dragon Ball Super superhero is Dragon Ball movie and the second Dragon Ball Super movie after Broly, which came out a couple of years ago. The movie was initially set to release on April 22nd, 2002. However, there was a big hack at Toei Studios, and that caused the film to be delayed until June 11th, 2022. The hack caused the servers at the studios to be shut down to check if they were compromised. So that's why the movie was delayed. So the first thing I want to talk about is the art style. When we first saw the original teaser for Dragon Ball Super Superhero, we saw Goku doing some moves in 3D. Subsequently, we saw trailers in 3D with 3D characters. It might be quite a surprise to you, but I think the 3D actually works quite well. But I'll talk about it more in the review. It's a shame the whole movie wasn't 2D in my opinion, but also the 3D does add a different element that also works well in the film. So the 3D wasn't too bad overall. So the movie starts with a 2-minute intro in 2D to catch you up on the past of the Dragon Ball series history. It's a nice little intro and it's super well animated, as you can see here. So much cool action scenes and the characters are redrawn in amazing fight scenes and amazing poses that makes it look super cool and nostalgic. This was super awesome. Yeah, I do wish the whole movie was like this in this art style, but I understand why they're trying to do a new style in 3D. The previous Broly movie had a lot of 3D scenes in it as well. Even though most of it was 2D, you could see they were starting to experiment with this new 3D art style. When I first saw the trailer for Dragon Ball Super, I was really worried that the movie would look like a video game cutscene and it wouldn't look like 2D animation at all. But thankfully, when I went to see the movie, my fears were relieved. The movie actually does look very good in 3D. You can still tell it's 3D, but there are some parts where it's hard to tell the difference for the untrained eye between the 2D and 3D. Where the 3D models most suffer are in the close-up shots. When the camera is zoomed into the characters' faces, you can see the big thick lines of the 3D models renders, and the detail is not quite there. When you compare that to the 2D drawings, the detail is like night and day. So definitely I thought it really suffered there in the facial features. But also the 3D did allow for a lot of new things, like a lot of long shots in 3D and a lot of dynamic camera movement using the 3D models and 3D environments. I think this was one of the benefits towards 3D, even though some of the details and the high skill drawings were lost. But overall, it wasn't too bad, and I still really enjoyed the film. Okay, so let's get into the new characters. Throughout the movie, Goku and Vegeta are off on a different planet with Beerus training. I really like the character development and the humor in this movie. The new characters are the two new antagonists of the film, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, and also Dr. Hedo. And we also have the leader of the Red Ribbon Army, which is Magenta. And he is trying to revive the Red Ribbon Army in order to create a new set of superhero enemies. He is a funny character with his assistant Carmine. The humor in this film is very funny. I like the new characters such as the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. They do a lot of really funny Ginyu Force-like poses. So the story revolves around Gohan and Piccolo and Gohan's daughter Pam and their relationships together, finding out what it means to become a superhero. It's a really interesting story, and if you like those characters, you'll really love this film. They have to go up against Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, along with Dr. Hedo and Magenta. The movie is really funny as well. It has a lot of funny moments, like the fights between Goku and Vegeta. You should really see how they use the Dragon Balls in this film. It's really funny. And also the banter between all the characters is really funny and top notch. So I found the film super entertaining. There were some slow parts of the film, like at the beginning. They're driving around in the car with a lot of heavy dialogue explaining the story. I found that part of the film really slow there were a lot of dialogue scenes like that throughout the film. But the action scenes, boy were they amazing. The fights and battles between all the different characters, they're super dynamic and super cool. You really get to see the best sides of some of these characters such as Piccolo and Gohan and others. It's super exciting. It was such a good thrill ride. The battles are super well choreographed with a lot of cool moves. A lot of the battle is focused on Gohan and Piccolo, and it's really impressive what they do here in this film. Even with the 3D models. I think the 3D allowed for a lot of dynamic camera zooming and flying around in 3D space, which also added to the battles. Even though those close-up shots that I talked about before weren't exactly on point. All the flashback scenes to the past were in 2D. At the beginning we had that 2-minute sequence giving the history of the Dragon Ball series. Then throughout the film there's numerous flashbacks to different points in the Dragon Ball series, and they use stills a lot here, which are all done in 2D. Overall, the movie is really great and I really recommend it to any Dragon Ball fans out there, especially if you like Gohan or Piccolo. It was a super exciting film. I'm really glad I got to watch it in the theatre. It was a fantastic, thrilling and exciting and very entertaining film. I recommend it. I give it 5 out of 5 stars for my Genki review. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. じゃあね!